Welcome back to our channel. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to give you guys some updates about our farm and also our piglets, and also give you guys some updates about this IMO thing that we're trying to do. So in this video, the first part is going to be showing you guys most of our piglets from 3 months old all the way down to about 1 week old. So from 1 week old to about 3 months old, and then that will be the first part of the video. And the second half of the video is going to be most of the pigs from, let's say, 6 months to about 8 months or a year going. So like what you guys see on the screen right now is most of the piglets from, like, basically they are all within that range that I just gave you guys, but they're all the way to about 3 months for the first part of it. So now I'll talk about these different kind of breeds on our farm. So what do you guys see on the screen over here? We have some of our large white, some of our Duroc, our Duroc breed with the large white or the land raised, all mixed together over here in this video. And most of the times what happens is what we have noticed is some of the, when you have the Duroc breed with the large white or the land race, most of the pigs also turns out to be like a white color, just like a pure land race or a pure Duroc, but they grow a lot faster, and yeah, that's what I have seen. And once in a while you find like a pure black color or like a brown color in there, but not like really brown, but like a ginger color. And sometimes when you see them, you think that is like some dirty spot on them, but it's not. Like, it's just like that's how their skin is. And I actually like those kind. Like when you see them in like a real life, looking at them, they look so like different and like amazing. Like I don't know how to say it, but this farming thing, I did a video long ago before about, and I was saying that farming is more about like you need to have patience to do pig farming, because man, otherwise you might give up. Because some of the piglets that you guys will see, most of them will grow very big, and about once in a while, and I said this before, one of them, their growth will be very slow. So those ones, we don't get rid of them. We isolate them sometimes and give them a specific treatment, feed them different. Once in a while we bring them back to be together with your brothers, move around. But before you know it, they also keep up and they will be growing really fast and big. So all these piglets, like the ones that you see on the screen right now, they are not even close to like 2 months yet. Some of them are like a month or 6 weeks or getting close to that, but about few of them are getting close to the 3 months line. So like I cannot really say that I have gotten the trick to it, because it's farming. Anything can happen. Anything, like sometimes you'll be giving them the right feed, but where you got your feed from, they might just, I don't know, it might not be quality. So the feed combination that you've been using for years, you will see that you are not seeing any results, like even though you're giving them the same combination and those things. We have had those things happen on our farm before. So it's something that as a farmer or as a animal farmer, you're going to experience. Even with the poultry farm that we do, same thing. You have a lot of them, and most of them will get bigger, and few of them will get smaller. Or when it gets to time for these chickens to lay, they don't lay at that time. Most of them will start laying, some don't lay. It's the same thing with the pig farming too. But it's a lot of patience in this thing, and you just keep going, because when you quit, like you'll be like, oh, this is not working, that's when you're going to lose. But if you want to find the solution to your problems, you always find them, and make it work out. And then another thing too that we notice all the time is some of our pigs, when they give birth to, like sometimes they give birth to a whole lot of piglets. Like there was a first timer who gave birth to like more than 11 of them, and once they start breastfeeding, You know, sometimes the sow, you know, the mom, you will feed it over and over and over, and it still wouldn't get the, you know, like the breast milk is probably not, it's not going to be enough for all of them. So what you have to do is sometimes, you know, you have to isolate some of the pigs, feed them differently on the side, like divide them into two. You know, they call those things like a crib feeding or something. Some people have different names. I don't know, like that's how they call it. I think so. You know, you feed some of them, then you bring them back here, then those things, you know. So like this, the second part of this video that you guys are going to see, it's mostly going to be our pregnant pigs and some of the pigs that we have weaned, like we wean their piglets from them, you know. And it's also going to be showing some of their piglets too again. But one thing that we notice is after, like, let's say 3 weeks into pigs, like after they give birth, 3 weeks into their breastfeeding, they begin to get like lean. You know, you will feed them and feed them, they still get lean. You know, so what we do is we either wean them early. Like if you see that is getting too much, we have to wean those piglets very, very early, so that we can feed the mom, so that it will gain more energy or gain their body back, so that we can cross it after like 21 days or so. You know. And it's bound to happen. Like, most people might not show you those things on their farm. You know, they might just show you the pretty part of it, but yeah, it happens. Like after they give birth, they lose weight. You know, no matter how big it is, it will still lose some weight. So you have to feed it right back again, so that it will catch up. You know, so if you are determined, or if you are planning on doing pig farming, please, I said this before, just don't blindly do it. Do your research, do your homework, you know, learn from other people, so that their mistakes you will not repeat it. You will not repeat it, because it will cause you some delays on your farm. You know, sometimes I wish there was a lot of videos that I could have watched, you know, especially in Africa setting, so that we can run our farm on, but there was not too many of them, because the pig farming strategies sometimes in the Western world, you know, sometimes is a little bit different. And the easy access to some kind of feed over there, we don't have that kind of luxury over here sometimes, you know. So you have to actually do most of the research all by yourself, you know. Try different kind of feed that will help that will help you with the breed that you have, you know. Because otherwise, you know, if you blindly follow what somebody else is doing to, yeah, you might run into some trouble. And the moment you see that something is not working, you know, try and gradually change it, you know. And as time goes on, trust me, you will get the right answer that you are looking for. You know, so all of these piglets, they all look healthy right now. You know, there was a sick bay that I was trying to show you guys, but it went past by. But there were some animals in the piglets in there that they were not growing. But now when you see them, they are very, very strong and healthy, and they just be running around and, you know, eating really, really well. You know, that is one part of it too. When you see those things, you know, it gives you hope, and you become happy, you know, about your farm. And it keeps you, it just want you to, like, you just want to keep going, you know. So like the feed that you guys are seeing that these pigs are eating, you know, we had a formula that we used to use. You know, that formula, it worked to some point, and then we started seeing some slow, like their growth started to slow down, you know. And then we have to go back to the drawing board again, and we were like, okay, so what can we do again? So now, about some few weeks ago, we have to change, have a little bit slight change in our feeding combination thing, you know. With the ratio of the wheat bran and the rice bran, we have to reduce the rice bran on some certain age of the pigs that we have. Like, you know, whenever they are about, let's say, 3 months old or less, you know, we try to eliminate all the rice bran, you know, and it's working fine. You know, I always be kind of keeping an eye on anything that we do. Otherwise, you will never know what is causing the problem. So if you're going to do some changes on your farm, especially with your feed, don't change about 2 or 3 things at the same time. Change one thing at a time, so that in case that thing is not working, you know it's not working. If it's working, you know that it's working. If you change 2 things at the same time, you don't ever know which one is working or which one is not working. So do one thing, change it, then after that you move on to the next one. If you're going to add something, add one thing at a time, then watch it for a little while. It's all about patience. All right, let's get back to this IMO thing that I'm trying to do. Like some of our pen, the way that sometimes like there's water like everywhere. Like we have to keep sweeping and cleaning over and over and over. So this IMO, I think I've done a whole lot of research, and I got some people commented on the videos, and they recommended some videos for me to watch, and I've been watching them. So now I have a clear, like I would say about 95% clear idea about what to do with going forward with the IMO technique that I'm trying to do. So hopefully in about a few months, like about 2 or 3 months, we should have this IMO thing done on the farm. Hopefully. I need to decide what date we're going to start on it. So we have started gathering the wood chips or the sawdust together, so that once we start, we'll have all those things available. And I already find some people who sell the IMO chemicals or the spray here in Ghana. And also I know, like I've been doing some research on how I can make my own, because I'm actually I know I'm a chemist, and I do put a lot of stuff together, and I can figure out my way how to make these things myself too. So that will be some research path that I might start taking pretty soon, so that I can make my own IMO on the farm, and also test them to see how well that they are doing. So we will bring you guys more updates about the farm. If you are planning on going into pig farming, just try as much as possible, do all your research, contact us. If you need piglets to buy, contact us, we'll give you some to buy. If you need pregnant pigs, contact us, we'll give you some to buy. If you need some training, just come to the farm, come and learn what we do, so that you will not be left hanging, trying to do everything all by yourself. So thank you guys for watching. Please like our videos, share it, and subscribe. And also you can click on the link below, and use that to schedule a consultation with us. And you can also use that link to book your pigs to buy. Thank you.